Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Amy, Warrior Princess, and this is David. Whoop, whoop, wrong way. Uh, meh, that way. That way.
Got in my ear. Hi, Amy, how you
David
doing?
from Tarot by the Bay. Thank
Hello,
you for
everyone.
coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you for having
coming.
me.
I'm
Thank you
so
for having
excited.
me.
Oh my God.
We were just chatting off.
Um,
We were chatting behind the scenes just before you guys jumped on here about
I know.
Amy's
And then
big
we're like,
plan
oh
to do
no, we're
tarot.
late. Uh oh. Is there an echo?
I'm not hearing one, but
Okay. Okay, there isn't one. Whew, scared me. All right. Well, hello to the person in the
the chat.
well, no, not the chat. I mean the lurker. Hello, lurker. Um, sorry. We were just kind of chatting in the background, and we were like, "Oops, it's time to go." Yes, I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, so thank you for saying you'd come on.
Oh, sure,
And
absolutely.
I thought we would hmm, we will play it differently this time. What would you like to do today? Would you like to do politics, or do you want to do general readings for everyone, or what?
I'm okay with either one. If people have questions, I have no problem throwing on those and seeing what's happening in their lives. I just had a girlfriend of mine and my wife's had a relationship issue just pop up today, and so I did a reading on that one. And I was by the time I was done, I was really comfortable with the read on the situation. So sent that over to her. So I'm dialed in for relationship questions. Bring it. See what you got. if not, we can,
Okay.
if not, we could do politics. I just put up 2 NRA videos. I was not planning on doing NRA videos today, but there you go. And all I got to say is that Wayne LaPierre is a son of a
Beep.
yeah, exactly. We'll keep it PG-13. Yeah.
Yes, I enjoy. I was going to say I've been enjoying your videos that you've been putting up.
Well,
What can
thank
I
you.
say?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I think they're really good. I even stay up late to watch them.
I've been scheduling some to pop on at midnight, so that folks like in the UK it pops up on there, or in Australia it comes in probably about 7 o'clock at night their time, and then folks on the East Coast will get to them in the morning. By the time I wake up, I've got like a dozen comments or more that I can address before I go to work in the morning.
Whoa.
So it's fun.
Okay.
My channel hasn't gotten so big that I can't answer all the comments. But my the other day my daughter graduated college, and I was
Oh,
out out that morning and out all day. And when I got back that night, it took me about 2 hours to get through all the comments that had piled up. I happened to put up a video that was extremely popular and had generated a lot of comments. So it's just spent hours trying to acknowledge everybody's comments because I really do like to try to acknowledge them. I'm small enough where I can still do that.
oh, hey. Well, congratulations to your daughter for graduating. That's no small feat, let me tell you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Believe me, it took me 5.5 years to graduate from uni.
I was actually, was I 6? I was 6, I think. Part of it was working, part of it was the major, and part of it was me not planning it out very well. But I got through it. Life has worked out for me so far.
Hey, I took summers off so I could take a break. I took spring and summer off so I could take a break. I was like, heck, I need to get away from here. So, um, let's see.
Have any comments popped up? I'm not seeing anything on my end, but I don't know if I see all the comments.
Nothing's come up yet, but I was just thinking, let's do a Trump just popped up in my mind.
Okay. He's always fun.
So, yeah. So let's do a reading to see how it's going for him.
Okay.
Like how, I mean, things could have changed for him. Things could have changed for him. You
The
know what I
justice
mean?
the justice card just flipped out as I was doing my overhead shuffle here. So I think I know what's on his mind. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's going on for Donald today? Post birthday celebration. What's going on for Donald in his post birthday celebration?
His or Charles's?
Bring on down. Okay, there's planning going on. Somebody's trying to make a plan, or he's trying to come up with a new plan going forward, crossed with the Empress, taking care of himself, or involving Russia. Let's see, because Empress does represent Russia to me. In the past, we have the Page of Cups, Four of Swords, Sun card. Oh, that's not good for Donald. Women celebrating, and sorrow, loss, dejection. He is trying to fundraise. He's trying to figure out new ways to fundraise to help bolster his financial situation. In the past, he's tried deceiving people, just telling people weird stuff, and it's not working. And he's now, there's a lot of legal cases going on for him. So now he's in retreat. He's in Bedminster, and he's retreated from the spotlight because the things that he's doing right now aren't working. There's also court orders telling him to knock it the heck off. So he's regrouping right now. The truth is out there. People are understanding what's going on, especially with the documents case. And he's seeing that they're celebrating. They're not celebrating him. They're celebrating the truth coming out. And he doesn't know what to do with that. He is just again, what he called his followers out. He reached out to his followers to come out and help him out, and they didn't do it. And he cannot believe that he's feeling abandoned. The only thing he's got right now is money and raising money with this situation.
Oh, wow. His feelings got hurt. Wow.
He's a 77-year-old 3-year-old. He's a 3-year-old with some experience behind him.
I mean, I just can't. But I can't. I just can't.
Entertainment purposes only. But
yes, entertainment purposes only, please. But yeah, as you were talking, I know he'll probably, like you said in the like you said in one of your readings, he'll probably initially be put in a jail cell in jail to be like, okay, this is what it's going to be like if you don't stop it or shut up. So, so just stop. And because I saw him, and for some reason I had a vision of him in an orange jumpsuit doing the perp walk. And I was like, what's this about? Because I don't, we both know that he's not going to be in prison per se. Yeah. So for me to see, unless the vision that I'm seeing is him being found guilty, and and they're taking him in, and he's just being found guilty, and he's being taken in to wherever they're going to take him to put the ankle monitor on.
Oh yeah. I think, and I believe I heard another reader read this, and it resonated with me, and I kind of see it too. He's not going to be incarcerated and put into prison. I just can't see that happening. And that's more the logical mind, because for as much as we ridicule his high intellect with man, woman, camera, TV, person type of deal, he's been exposed to a lot of information, and he could probably retain enough of it to be dangerous. So you can't just necessarily put him in the regular prison population.
Right.
And house arrest might be to me it's like house arrest on a mansion with a golf course. That's hardly seems like
That's hardly a
incarceration to
prison.
me. But that just might be what happens when you're the president of the United States and you're busted for stuff. I could see him being put into jail for a weekend for 24 hours to 72 hours for contempt, because you can put him in a different cell. He doesn't have to be in with the general population, and you can have his Secret Service guys outside his cell so that he's not talking to anyone and nobody's going to get to him and cause any harm to him. And it sends a message to him. It's like, yeah, you can be sent to bed without supper, and here you go. You'll wake up hungry in the morning, and maybe you'll have a different attitude about sentencing that to the judge. And it would be, a 24-hour, 48-hour sentence. It'd probably be a 24-hour sentence or just overnight. It's enough to send the message and get the point across to him. And he might stop being so obstinate.
This is true. This is true, because the first card I pulled was the Page of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yes, he's going to be found guilty. This is what it's saying to me. A new beginning to me. This is a new beginning for America, because he's going to be found guilty, and then after he's put in his own prison, shall we say, then we're going to be able to start to oh, hello everybody that's popping in.
Hi, Vivian.
Hey, Viviani. Hey, Viviani. Thank you for coming. Love Viviani.
Is the E pronounced that Viviani? Okay. My apologies.
Viviani.
Okay.
That's all right. And this is only the way I interpret this card. Yes, his prison, if you call his mansion with the golf course and all that a prison, but he's going to be stuck there. He can't go to anywhere else. He might consider it a prison if he can't go anywhere or talk to anybody.
Exactly.
But if we'll be like, well, good, he can't, we'll finally have some sense of justice, and we can finally start to go forward.
Yeah. It's
one of the things be nice.
I would be really concerned about with him. He doesn't take very good care of himself. He certainly doesn't eat healthy. And it looks like he's had like mini strokes before, because he even talked about that during his presidency. There were times where it looked like he had mini strokes. He couldn't hold the water bottle. He needed both hands to do it. And he was talking about strokes because, well, of course he was. It affected him. If that dude strokes out, think about the karmic irony of it. If the man who, through his words, can manipulate people to be their worst selves, all of a sudden can't speak and communicate anymore. And his mind is now trapped in his body, and his body won't do what he wants it to do. His mouth can't, send out those honey words to get people to be their most awful selves. And he just sits there with his own thoughts. And then he's a prisoner. He's incarcerated in his own
mind.
Yeah. In his body. His body can't do anything. His body now becomes the prison because he's trapped in it.
Yeah, that would be like his worst nightmare.
It really would be. It's not our idea of incarceration, an orange jumpsuit and a perp walk and stuff like that, but it absolutely fits from a spiritual sense. It is absolutely you've really behaved poorly, and here's your reward for that.
Your karmic reward.
Exactly. So we'll see. Knock on wood. I don't wish ill will for him, but that might
no.
That might be the lesson that he free wills himself into if he's not careful.
Well, that's true. And this is, I also got the 10 of Pentacles, which is like unexpected windfall. This is what he's trying to get. More money.
Oh, always.
Always. Money, more money, more money. and it's like he won't be able to get it. It's just, you know, and again, Queen of Pentacles, he keeps pentacles, 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 more money, 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 money.
He
This is
just
all he
wants more
wants.
than anything else.
Yeah. And you've gotten this card before. Last one. Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold.
Oh, bummer. Money being taken away.
Yeah. So this is what's going to be left of him. He's trying to get money, 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 but in the long run, he's going to be left out in the cold.
That reminds me, I've been wanting to do a reading on the banks. If the banks are ready to call in his loans, because his organization has been convicted of felonies. He's been charged with about 50 to 60 felonies. This is the type of thing that can cause the banks that gave him loans to trigger the automatic payouts. Like, you got to pay these loans back now. You don't get to make payments on it. We want payment in full. And then all of a sudden, his house of cards will collapse because he's going to have to try and sell properties to pay off, because he's leveraged himself. He has no free cash, which is why he constantly has to grift off of his supporters, because he doesn't have that cash flow. It's all tied up in debt. And if you have to sell a $1 billion building for $600 million because you got no takers, you got to do that to hope to pay off some of that debt, or it's just going to get repossessed.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, foreclosed.
Foreclosed, not, yeah. I was going to say, we could do
ponderable.
What?
Drive a car?
I've never seen him drive a car.
I've never seen him drive a car either. He's always limoed around or something like that. Because I was just trying to think, repossess like a car. It's like, I've never seen him drive a car. I wonder what kind of car
I've never seen him drive a car.
I
don't even think he knows how to.
I'll bet you it's beneath him.
Maybe he does. He just chooses not to.
He'd be too.
Oh well.
Wonderful.
But
Wow.
Who knows? Who knows? Oh Lord. But we could figure that out. But I was going to ask Viviani. Hey, Viviani, do you have a question? Do you have a question for David and me? Or is she off doing something? is she off doing something? But we're asking you, Viviani, if you have a question for David and me, and you can write it down while we're doing a throw. And what was the question, David, that you wanted to know about? Maybe she has a question. Okay.
I don't think he knows how to drive a car. I got the page of Pentacles and the page of Cups. When he was a young
person, "Are we doing readings?" She said, "Are we doing readings?"
Yeah.
Yes, we are. She said, "Okay, be right back."
I think he probably learned when he was like 16, 17 years old and got his license, but then he never used it. And now he just doesn't. He doesn't drive.
Why bother?
Reasonable.
Oh, my guides just said no, he doesn't drive.
Okay. Well, I'm curious if he knows how at this point. He'd be, if he only learned when he was 17, then he hasn't driven for 60 years, he'd be terrible. He'd be god awful at it. The closest he's come to driving was trying to rip the wheel out of the hand of the Secret Service dude when they were taking him back to the White House on Jan 6th.
Oh, it's like you were saying that. It's like, does he drive? And then Matthew, my guy, goes, "No, he doesn't drive." It's okay.
Hey, Matthew, does he even know how? Has he ever learned? He might.
No.
No. Okay. I would not be surprised about that, because his butt would be chauffeured everywhere he went, just right along with Daddy.
Yeah. You said that, and then no, automatically heard no. which does not surprise me one bit. He just, can you imagine not having to learn how to drive?
I
That's
hate it.
just,
I just had this conversation with my wife the other day. My mom the other day. I love driving. I absolutely love driving because to me, driving equated to freedom. I could find when I turned, it was about 16 and a half, 17 when I got my license. I didn't rush into it on my 16th birthday. I was still driving and practicing. I wanted to make sure I passed, and there wasn't an urgency to do it. But at that point, I was working. I had a job. I had some money, and having a car meant I could go places where I wanted to go, and distance wasn't that big of an issue. And
right.
that was a freedom I was not afforded as a kid. I now had financial freedom. I had a bicycle. I could ride around the neighborhoods and such, but having the financial freedom and then the transportation to exercise that financial freedom as I wanted to do it, that was glorious. I love it.
Sorry, whenever my guides are around, my nose itches.
Well, tell them to put down the spiritual feather. It's not very kind of you. Maybe it's because they have their wings and they're that close to brushing up against you.
It's like, it's like, oh, people, I'm sorry. Like,
I'm like that at night, but it's because the cat sometimes sleeps on my pillow, and then I got all this cat fur that it keeps tickling my nose, drives me bananas.
And then it looks like I sneezed because my nose is all red from rubbing it. It's like, no.
Those allergies.
And plus I have allergies too, so it's like, please don't make me sneeze. No. Oh no. But what did you want to know about the banks?
Oh, there's a reading that I've been wanting to do on my channel for a while. Trump got loans from Deutsche Bank, if I'm not mistaken. Most banks won't loan to him, right? But I think Deutsche Bank was like the one bank that would actually loan to him. But I remember watching Rachel Maddow years ago. There's a lot of caveats in with the bank loans that basically say, if the banks fear that the guy is in financial trouble or if he gets into legal trouble, they can call the loans. There's usually verbiage in the contract that allows the bank to call the loan on the thing that they've thrown loans on. And anything, Viviani, anything you want. Relationships. I try not to do money, and I'm a little bit leery about doing health because I wouldn't want to give an incorrect interpretation and put your health at risk. I would always qualify it with talk to your doctor. I can do stuff like that. Relationships have been a boon recently. We talked about off camera. I was talking with Amy about her potential relocation to England and how things are going with that.
Pretty, isn't it? Pretty. Sorry.
Right. But
I had,
in regards to Trump, it's just one of those things where I've been meaning to throw. Will the banks call their loans on him? Because that's going to be a financial collapse for him. Should that happen?
Oh. Okay, we can do the reading on whether they'll recall the loans.
Okay, let's see.
Are they going to recall?
Will the banks recall loan on his property for entertainment purposes only?
Yes, for entertainment purposes only.
And both, Viviani, friendships or romantic. Oh, death card. Oh, geez. I don't think I have to throw much more than that. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming for him. Geez. Look at this. Death card in the King of Pentacles.
Oh, God.
What that is telling me is that when they come for him, when those bank loans come in, he's done financially. Letitia James is going after $250 million of his.
Oh. I don't think I have to do no.
Yeah, that's what with it. Letitia
No.
James is coming after him for like $250 million, and that's going to put a dent in his wallet, but nothing like the banks calling their loans because he's got billions in loans. In the past, this is a nightmare scenario for him. He's been worried about this a lot, that if these banks come, he doesn't know what he's going to do. He'll be broke. And he's probably even reaching out now, trying to work with them behind the scenes, pleading with them to not call those loans. I think they've already reached out to him. I think they've already reached out to him, which is why he's stressing the hell out, which is why he's trying to grift and raise so much money. He's trying to make the payments to let them know that he is still capable of meeting his obligations. But there's heartbreak here. They're not listening to him. They don't care because they know that he'll tell them anything they want to hear in order to do that, and they know that he plays on their emotions. And the outcome is the lovers. I think they may not move yet, but if this lovers reverses, they'll move quickly. But underneath it all, judgment.
Oh yeah.
Trump is probably one judgment away from those banks calling it in. They'll probably wait till the court cases get settled, and when the court cases get settled, they're going to pull the trigger on it. That's the only thing they're waiting for. That's my read on that one. What did you end up getting?
Look what Viviani said. I know a lot of people that voted for Trump, and for some reason they're not in the mood to talk about politics.
I can't imagine why.
Jeez, I wonder why.
I guess, you know what, Viviani? They're just tired of winning. All that winning. There's so much winning going on right now.
Just, yeah. I only had to pull 3. I usually pull more than that when it's political, but I only had to stop at 3.
Let me guess: Death card, 10 of swords, and the 5 of coins.
No, but you'll see why I had to stop. It's a story. All right. First one. Okay, magician. Okay, this is Trump. He thinks he's a magician. He can do. He thought he could do anything, right? Absolutely anything. Yeah, they did clean the swamp, Viviani. They did. Yeah, this is Trump. He thought he was the magician. He could do anything he wanted, get anything he wanted, blah blah blah. And then this was him looking across, the water at Deutsche Bank, like, okay, give me money, or give me a loan, and they did. Right. No problem. And then, heartbreak.
Bummer. Betrayal.
Betrayer. That he's not going to get his money back.
In the in looking at that, remember, the magician upside down is also the illusionist, the one that misrepresents things, creates illusions. So, it's getting those loans and lying about your assets, lying about your wealth, lying about the values of those properties. And that betrayal is on both ends. That's the banks understanding they've been lied to, and they don't. And you know what? Those banks have been known they've been lied to for a long time. They're just, they're holding on because he keeps making the payments so they don't have to close out. But I guarantee you, they are nervous as you can be with this guy. And he's got to be on the shortest lead possible.
So now can you see why I only had to stop at 3?
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. I don't have to pull in anymore. It's like, that was quick. That was painless. All right. Okay, this is Viviani's question. Friendship or romantic? Either one, Viviani? Either one?
We'll give her a little time for lag and typing all the things out.
I do feel like a princess in this.
What are those red stones of some sort?
Yeah, they're supposed to be rubies.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and the I got the fan. Yeah,
Da-da-da. Okay, just general reading on relationships.
yeah.
Okay, Spirit. What do you want? What do you want Viviane to know about the relationships, her current situation?
Relationship, relationship.
So what's this one? Okay, here we go, Viviane. Bring it on down. What does Spirit want you to know about your relationships? Um, fair and balanced. Looking at these relationships in a fair and balanced manner. Now looking at these relationships with clear eyes as opposed to rose-colored glasses, and knowing when to end relationships. That's a key one. Good Lord, I went through a divorce to help me with that one. And it's also about it's about setting boundaries and fairly assessing the relationships that you're in, and knowing when to end them. In the past, I think you've looked at your relationships, and you evaluate maybe what is this relationship bringing to me? Does this relationship advance me at all? Make me a better person? Do I enjoy this person's company? It's looking back and evaluating the people that you have relationships with, and then current situation is taking that wisdom that you've taken from that evaluation and deciding, okay, who do I want to stay in my life? Who brings value to me in the world that I'm in? When I talk with some of the girls at work about relationships and things like that, now this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be any relationship. But the advice that I had heard, which resonated with me, and I share it all the time, is find your joy. Find your joy and being your joy, things that you love doing. And if somebody comes into your life, you can evaluate, would you rather be doing the things that bring you joy, or would you rather spend time with this person? If the answer is, I'd rather be doing the things that bring me joy, that tells you this person doesn't bring you joy and you don't have to spend time with them. And if they do bring you joy and it's like, I can do either one, great. Then that person can come in and gets to share that vibrational energy with you when you're in your joy, and it raises you both up. And if you get tired of that person or things don't work out, you send them off and you're back to doing the things that you love. When you've made your assessment, go ahead and move. It's okay to move on from relationships. Relationships serve a purpose, and that purpose might be done. It's run its course. It doesn't mean you don't like the person and you wish them ill will. It's just, you've learned your lesson and you moved on from it, and you move on to the next relationship that's going to bring value into your life for the next lesson that you're going to learn. Good God, you got some great cards here. And it's going to unveil the truth about who you are and what you like. And it's just going to keep lifting you up. And underneath it is the celebration card. Viviane,
goodness.
This is one of the most beautiful readings. It's just the hard part is this part. This is the hard part. This is the lesson. But your life will be so much better when you do that. It sucks. I and value and cherish my relationships. I don't have that many friends, so I value them tremendously. But during the Trump years, I had to jettison some people that had been in my life for decades. And it had nothing to do with politics. It had everything to do with values, morals, and ethics. And they just weren't bringing anything to my life anymore, and they were causing me anxiety. And as much as I hated to let them go, my life has been better for it.
Right. I completely agree.
And so,
are you
a lot from your life.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just reading your comments. Says I need to release a lot from my life. Yeah, do it. The sooner you do it, the sooner you advance on and have a happier journey. Those old relationships will hold you back, and they will make you miserable. well, they don't make you miserable. You won't be in the joy that you want to be in because you're being held back with those connections, those cords that you're tied in with other folks.
Right. Right. Okay.
Viviane, it's all going to work out. Viviane, it will absolutely work out for you. Don't be afraid to take the journey. Okay, go for it. What do you got?
Okay, I was told to get cards from 2 decks. Okay, my Palladian deck and my Sexual Magic deck. Go figure. 2 different kinds of decks.
And Teresa, we're doing general reads on people, and JR, we're doing general reads on people. So if you have questions, throw them in the comments. We'll read on them.
Hi, JR. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for coming. Whoop whoop. Hey, welcome to the party. Yes, the cards. Now I have to figure out which ones they want me to do first. Okay. And who cares if I get blocked? Who cares? Okay. The first card I got was fulfillment. Okay. Fulfillment. You need to find fulfillment in yourself first. You have to clear out all the gunk and find fulfillment. However that may be. Reading, something you love to do, right? Tarot, reading, listening to music, doing crossword puzzles, watching a favorite show, going outside, okay, my brain just went boop. Whatever it is, you have to just clear all that icky gunk and fill it back in with happy things that make you happy, and just fill yourself up. Fulfillment. Happy Viviane. And once that happens, people will be like, whoa, who's this new chick? I like what I see. Woo! Yeah. Kind of thing. And also, no matter how old you are, you kind of have to be picky who you have around you. Right? Like David said, you have to be picky about who you have around you. The vibe. And that includes, even if it's someone you're dating or whatever, friends or someone you're dating, you have to wait for that perfect friend, that perfect dating partner. It's just a dating partner. But if you want to have a perfect man around, for a forever person, you have to wait for that perfect person, because that's what this card says, waiting, right? You have to wait. So, while you're waiting, work on yourself, make yourself, better to where you're like, yeah, I'm me, I'm perfect, hey, I'm a good catch. And then people will see, and then you'll know you are. You won't, you just will know you are, and everybody will see it and they'll be like, whoa, man, she's awesome. Kind of a deal. And David's like, yeah, keep going.
The thought that comes to mind is sometimes it's Mr. Right and sometimes it's Mr. Right now. So
exactly, but you have to wait for Mr. Right.
I don't know your sexual orientation, but you can have a casual friend that you're intimate with, and
right.
Enjoy that intimacy for what it is, but don't hook yourself onto it. Sometimes 2 weeks. Right. 2 weeks might be enough just to have a new relationship can make you feel alive and vibrant. And if it starts becoming a chore, jettison it.
Get rid of them or her.
You just need to be upfront with the persons, because you don't
Right.
want to take advantage of them.
Yeah. I mean, if you're ready for Mr. or Mrs. Right, then you're ready for Mr. or Mrs. Right.
Right.
You know? So, and the next card, the golden egg. See? This can be looked at in two ways in my eyes. You could be the golden egg and you're perfect, and you make yourself the golden egg, and everybody has to win the golden egg, but in order to win the golden egg, they have to meet your standards. Right? They have to meet your standards. And if they don't meet your standards, your number one grade A standards, then boot them. Bye, Felicia. Right? Or, once you're perfect and you're the queen, then you have to look for the golden egg. The grade A golden egg. Make sure that he or she is perfect. So, golden egg. So straight, to the point, right? David's like, "Are you dead? What?"
I'm keeping this mind of eggs as metaphors for life and rebirth and coming out of your shell and almost like a chrysalis, that transformation.
Right, but I think if somebody golden egg, number one grade A, look for that.
Sure.
Perfect.
Very valuable. Comes from the golden goose,
Yeah.
JR,
exactly.
I'm shuffling, getting ready for that one.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what they want. That's what your guides want you to know. So, whoop whoop. I hope you like them.
So JR's like, I'd like a romantic reading. I'm torn. I like a guy named Carlos, but honestly, I'm into women too. But Carlos is the husband type. Hello. I see myself with it. But I have to see what's out there. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, well, that's okay, Carlos, because I have a niece who's also bisexual. So, whoop.
Okay. So, JR, what does Spirit want to let him know about his relationships? Specifically with Carlos. The moon cards come up, just flipped over there. There's things to be revealed still with Carlos. Okay, that's fine. It means that take your time and and evaluate and get to know the person better. Let's bring it down. All right. So again, the moon card popped up as I was shuffling. So overall, it's telling me it's probably not been decided yet, or you don't have enough information to make your choices. Being judicious with Queen of Wands, being judicious with the choices that you want to make in your actions going forward. So, evaluate things, see what you think is going to be best for you, because ultimately this is a relationship for you. This is all about you and what life brings you, and you get to make all your choices in life. You get all the benefits and all the consequences. So choose wisely. Crossed by the Nine of Wands, there's a weariness. I'm suspecting what's happening here is you're tired of the freaking dating pool, man. It's like, I'm really tired of waiting for this person to come in. When are they coming in? I'm really tired of dates. I'm tired of dating apps. I'm tired of the drama that people bring. I just want to be happily married for the rest of my life. It looks like maybe either you took a break from dating, or you've been dating somebody and you've been evaluating what if this person's bringing something beneficial into your life. And that's good. Always take a step back, take your time. It's okay to take your time to make decisions. Current situation, Seven of Wands. My JR, are you in demand? Hey. Demand, like, you go on the dating app and you got 5 or 6 people chasing after your butt, or you've just got a lot of things going on in your life that you're battling right now, which might mean that it might very well mean that you're in a position where you're not ready for the relationship because there's too many other things going on. It's kind of a blind read, so it's better for you to translate this card if you're very popular or if everybody wants a piece of your time and you just can't choose. And it might be that you can't choose because, life, not like a box of chocolates, I'll leave that one, but it's like glasses of wine, and there's so many varieties, and you want to sample them all. Underneath it, though, I dropped.
Whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Technical difficulties, everybody. Happy Pride Month, JR. Happy Pride Month. We can't hear you. David, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Nope. No. No, no, no.
How about that? Okay. Sorry, my laptop dropped down. It put my computer into sleep mode, and I basically had, anyways. So,
oh dear.
What we've got overarching is the marriage card. So this shows me you want to be married, you want to be in a relationship. It's all good, and that's fine. Some people aren't marrying type. Some people are. You are. The message, and here's where you are right now. Page of Cups, it's looking at relationships in a different way. This is looking at a relationship, whether you want it to be a heterosexual relationship, a homosexual relationship, a bisexual relationship, an open relationship. It's looking at it and figuring out what type of relationship do you need to be in to be your best self and be happy. And then that'll help guide you to figure out who it is that you should be in a relationship with. And the outcome is you end up looking at relationships very different than the way your parents or your aunts and uncles or your grandparents did things. And that is fine. Underneath it all, though, it's keeping you awake at night because you just don't know what you want. So, you just need to figure out what you want. Do a lot of it. This is the part right here. Keep doing this. Keep thinking. Keep reaching out. And again, right now, the moon card popped out during the first part of this. You may not know the answer, but keep asking yourself. Keep trying to figure out what brings you happiness. And as at that same relationship I was giving to Viviani, find your joy. Do the things that are in your joy. Does Carlos meet those criteria that you'd rather either do the things that bring you joy or be with Carlos, and they both give the same thing? Or if there's women that you meet that criteria, do they raise you up too? That's all. You've got wonderful choices ahead of you. Don't limit yourself. Find your happiness, and then bring the person in who matches that vibration of your happiness.
there you go.
with the,
Woo, you made it back. First of all, let's see if it'll work. See if I can get it to work. First of all, I'm going to try to do this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, I tried. This fan doesn't do a very good
popping up.
flip, a very good floor, floor. But I was going to try to do a fork for you because, happy Pride Month. Yeah, happy Pride Month. Woo! Gotta support. So, first card I got was, you've got your freedom, and you're ready for you're ready for a relationship. He said, "Thank you, David."
I saw that. I say, you're really rocking that purple dress there, man.
You're welcome, JR. Because I know what it is. Because I have a bisexual niece and a lesbian aunt. So I feel, I'm right there with you. Support. So you have freedom, but you're ready for a relationship. You're like, damn, I am ready to settle down like David did. You're tired of the crap. You are tired. You're done. You're ready to find somebody, right? I feel you. I'm 51 and I'm ready. Never been married. I'm ready. Okay. So again, you're ready to find fulfillment and you're thinking, okay, this woman is you. You're looking at this guy and that's laying down. This guy is representing Carlos. Is like, is he the one? I'm really, really feeling him. I'm really, really liking him. Is he the one? But as David said, come on. Really, guys?
You're on the nose.
I know. It's like, oh no. See, I'm on track because my guides are right there. So, I'm in the zone. So my guides are with me and I'm with you on this reading. They you have to figure out, like David said, you have to figure out, the good parts and the bad parts about him. Does he does he lift you up? Does he not lift you up? And you have to do like a pro and con kind of thing. Didn't you kind of say that, David? Pro and con?
You get all the it's your life. You get all the benefits of your choices and all the consequences of your choices. So make right you want, because you got to go in with your eyes open.
But you have to make the choice. But in the long run, if he truly, I feel if he truly makes you happy, then go for it. But you do have to keep an eye out. Trust me. Trust me. And the last one I got was calling back. Again, be watching, be watching, be mindful. Yeah, you love him, but you still have to make sure, be mindful because this is still a relationship that's forming, right? You still have to be mindful of things. So, but yeah, I'd say still go for it. You never know what will happen.
Yep. And it might just like
So
one of the things where you keep things casual and you hang out and do things together, and you find out if that compatibility. Because if in the end, if you can be married to your best friend, you've won. You win the game.
exactly,
Doesn't matter
exactly.
how wealthy you are or something like that. If you're with your best friend at all times, you've won. Congratulations. Teresa.
That's
Okay,
true.
so we
Okay, I
got
was going to
questions
say,
on
if
her husband.
you have time for one more.
I got more time for one more.
Can I have a reading, Carol? Yep.
Split, married, live in different houses, but still friends. But medical information. Okay, medical. Where do you see us going? He's around more. Okay, I see. Maybe I won't turn my computer off this time. Knight of Cups.
No, please don't.
Going forward, the relationship crossed with sorrow and disappointment. So this is probably showing that married, and then the marriage didn't work out, and it's mostly disappointment, but not everything was lost. Fabulous for you that you can still be friends with your ex husband. That did not work out for me with my ex-wife. Okay, in the past we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is about wealth, but it's also about health and maintaining your health. So I think, again, you were talking about you need to be on his health insurance. And I think this is showing how by being on his health insurance, it's been able to treat whatever it is that ails you so that you can be as healthy as you can be with whatever medical conditions that you're facing. Current situation is the Three of Pentacles. It's agreements. It's behind the scenes. It's the underlying agreements, the unspoken agreements that are going on with your husband. He's around more? Does it mean he wants more than that? Possibly, but I think this is the understanding that you're in two different houses, and but it's still supporting the overall structure. It'll be interesting to see what these next cards come up with. The Tower, but it looks like it's going to be coming to an end. I'm wondering if and this was kind of the thought. You got the two people here. If he starts thinking he wants to be in a relationship with somebody else, then he's going to need to bring that person onto his insurance, which means you'll be out. It could also be that the Tower is, after 10 years apart, he might try and reconcile, or you might try and reconcile, but it just doesn't work, and it drives this relationship to its end. But there's like an ending here, and I don't know what that ending is. I don't know if this is about relationships, but that's kind of the thought when you've been separated for 10 years. It might just be like, hey, I'm ready to move on. We've worked together well for 10 years, but I'm ready to move on and go on to the next adventure for whatever that is for him. Outcome is the Chariot. I think this could be an idea where you work together on a process, but I suspect that he's ready to move on, and it's going to be a hard choice that's going to be made. It's not one that's done out of cruelty, and in as much as out of the pragmatic, it's been 10 years. I thought maybe things would work out, and I want to go. Now, now you're saying he's around more often. I'm not sure. I don't think I can live together. And probably not. I think it's just, I suspect that he's ready to move on. He might have met somebody with that Knight of Cups. He might have met somebody, and he wants to move on with that relationship. That relationship won't go anywhere until he's divorced, because maybe that person he wants to be with won't want to date a married man. Does that make sense? Even though he's married by legal terms only, for some people, it's like they don't want to be the mistress. They don't want to be the other woman. They want that opportunity to be together with that person going forward. My first wife did offer me at one point the ability for us to live in different houses, and I could do whatever I wanted, and she wouldn't ask. But that's not what I wanted as a husband. I wanted a wife, and I wanted my wife to be part of my life. And so I went ahead with the divorce, and she was not real happy with that, because financially it was a lot harder for her. But for me, it's like I had to live with my choices, and I didn't want to be a married man with something on the side. I wanted to find my life partner to spend the rest of my life with, and I was successful in that. And I'm blessed that I've got the orneriest, most foul-mouthed little troll that you could ever hope to be married to. 5 feet of pure anger and hatred. Ball busting fun. I love my wife. She's awesome. And she's a Lisa.
Okay, well, the first card I got was the Fool.
New journeys.
So I'm thinking he will eventually move on. Yeah, he will eventually find someone else. Yeah, and his new interests, like David said, will feel like she doesn't want to be like the other woman. Excuse me, sorry. She probably won't. Oh, hi, Footprint. Whoop whoop. Hey. I have a live coming up with Chrissy. So hey, I have a live coming up with her next weekend. It's 7:00. Yeah. So, but knowing you, you'll be able to handle it because I feel like you're more mature than he is. That's the feeling I'm getting. So if something does come up, no worries, you'll be able to handle it without any problems whatsoever. The second card I got was the Hanged Man. So, but if he does find someone, it's going to be sometime in the future. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. That's what I get from this card. It won't be for a while. I don't know why the cards are saying this, but they're saying this. Some men are just, why can't they all be like you, David?
I wouldn't be special if they were all like me. But yes, I'm down with that. Now, if you were to have my ex-wife on here, she'd have a totally different opinion of this conversation. Just saying.
Oh, he loves his motorcycle the most. Typical.
That's
Typical. And then the last card I got was the 5 of Swords.
Mm.
You know, so something tells me he's the one that just kind of gave up and just walked away. Like, who cares?
Yep. I want my motorcycle. I'm going to pick up on my motorcycle and go.
Yeah. So something tells me you know, you dodged a bullet with that one. So yeah. I wish he would find someone sooner for your sanity, but from what my cards are saying, he will, but not for a while. Asawi. So but I hope that helps.
It's Tarot by the Bay is my channel.
Yeah,
Teresa,
Tarot by the Bay.
how old is he? Just out of curiosity, and how close is he to retirement? Because I'm wondering if that tower moment is that, you know what? I don't want to retire and my insurance is going away. So if he was like in his 50s to early 60s, I could see that happening. If he's like 35 or 40, then probably not. But I mean, I'm assuming that, let's say you guys got married when you were 28 and you were married for say 15 years or 20 years, and 10 of them been separated apart. 65 and just retired. There, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. He's retired and he wants to go live his life. That's what it is.
It's like, screw you.
I've got X number of years left, and I'm going to go live it. He's going to go ride his bike and do his thing.
It's like, screw you. I don't want to have anything to do with you.
Yeah, he's going to be on a fixed income, and his thought is like, I have to live on what I have to live on, and I can't have these extra expenses.
Yeah, sounds like my dad. Sorry, but
it was very kind. I'm glad you're still friends, and it was very kind of him to. Well, one of the benefits that came out of it was you were able to stay on his insurance, and because you were friends, it didn't become an issue. So,
true.
You give your thanks to him, to God, the universe, spirit, whatever, for the fact that you had the ability to have that extra coverage. And now it's going to be time to probably to move on, and I think he's going to want to move on too.
Oh yeah, and you'll be glad that you both moved on. So, but I know. Sorry, I know you have somewhere to be, David. So
yes,
thank you so much for Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. It was so much fun. It went by way too quick. And you are more than welcome to come back on if you wish.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer and the invitation to come in. Had a good time.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. And you're so welcome, GR. I saw your message, and I'm glad I'm glad it helped. And you're welcome for the support anytime. And thank you everybody for coming in the chat, and thank you for people who watch it on replay. Thank you. And one more thing. Also, if anybody would like to get a reading from me, you can, because I'm doing readings now. If you would like a reading from me, you can go to my community tab and find my email, and we can book a reading, and we can talk specifics there. Yeah, so I'm just like, whoa, I'm on cloud 9 right now. But anyway, I will talk to everybody later. Love you all. Thank you again, David, for coming. Thank you. Enjoy your fun.
Thank you.
Oh, good. And give your kitty a pat for me. I love kitties.
Meow, meow, meow. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Love you.
Subscribing. JR, good luck. Teresa,
yes,
sorry, but it's going to work out.
Yes, definitely. Love you all.
Take care.
Bye.